Yeah, we'll keep you up to date with events in Italy. But for now, it's looking likely that Mark Guéhi will stay at Crystal Palace and leave on a free transfer next summer. Well, Liverpool have held talks about signing Guéhi, but at the moment there is a gap in valuation. Palace will not let their captain go on the cheap, and Liverpool know that they can wait until next summer to sign him on a free transfer. Multiple clubs in the Premier League and across Europe are aware that Guéhi may be available as a free agent next summer.
This feels like brinkmanship as well, because if this news is coming out that he's likely to stay, isn't that almost a message to any interested parties? Well, he'll be happy to talk to them if they can agree a deal, but they can't agree a deal. So for now, he's staying here and he'll leave on a free transfer. That's clear that's what's going to happen, because he's not going to sign a new contract at Crystal Palace. But it's almost telling other clubs, we have to stick to our pricing on this as far as Crystal Palace are concerned. They need to maximise the transfer fee they can get for Mark Guéhi, because the later it goes in this transfer window, interested clubs will spot an opportunity. If they can get Mark Guéhi to be very, very interested and committed to going to that club, part of that battle is done, and then Crystal Palace will then have a decision to make. Right, Guéhi actually does want to go. Are we going to have to now compromise on this price? This is the danger when a player reaches the final year of his contract.
Staying with Liverpool and defenders, they are in advanced talks with Parma for teenage centre-back Giovanni Leone. The fee being discussed is understood to be £26 million and is separate from any potential deal for Guéhi. AC Milan have held positive talks with Manchester United over the signing of striker Rasmus Højlund, but there's no agreement between the clubs just yet. Milan prefer a loan with an option to buy, while United want to do a permanent deal, or at least have a permanent element attached to any deal. United would consider offers of around £40 million. Meanwhile, Besiktas have shown interest in United forward Jadon Sancho. Borussia Dortmund remain interested as well, and clubs in Italy and Saudi Arabia are also keeping an eye on this situation. Newcastle are in talks for Aston Villa midfielder Jacob Ramsey. Villa do not want to sell Ramsey and have offered him a new contract. 24-year-old midfielder has 2 years left on his current deal. Villa bosses want to protect the value of the player by offering him increased terms. Fulham are willing to pay a club record fee to sign Shakhtar Donetsk winger Kevin. Fulham are prepared to go beyond the £34 million deal they agreed with Arsenal for Emil Smith-Rowe last summer. But there's a gap in valuation, as Shakhtar value him at more than £38 million. Could Rodrigo Muniz be on his way out of Craven Cottage? Atalanta have made an offer of £34.5 million for the striker. The player is keen on the move, but Fulham wants him to stay. He's got a year left on his contract, but Fulham have the option to extend for a further year. And Muniz Calvert-Lewin has agreed a deal in principle to join Leeds United. He scored 3 times for Everton last season before being released.